Hey guys, how's it going? Today is July 4th, 2022. Getting ready to get going with the feeding for the milking cows. So our first ingredient is a bale of alfalfa, which is baled at a higher moisture. You've seen in my alfalfa making videos, the stuff's green when we bale it, but it goes through a fermentation just like corn silage would, and it turns brown. Bale at a higher moisture because the cows tend to like wetter feed compared to, you know, if you have a dry bale of alfalfa. The screw on the mixer has knives on it that'll chop that bale up. So all you gotta do is give it a little bit of throttle and kick your power takeoff on. Now I'll start the screw, then I rev it up there to about 1500 RPM is good enough. So now that's ground up, we'll go down back with the bucket and the skid loader and get 700 pounds of high moisture corn, and then we'll get corn silage over there across the road. Let the tractor mix it across, and 3 scoops of corn silage usually does it, so I just take it across the road. It's usually a bit easier. This corn silage was from this past harvest, and it's really good stuff. The right moisture, and yeah, it's feeding really well. Not really much mold. So we do have corn silage in the silo we feed out as well. We feed that to the heifers, and then the afternoon feeding to the dairy cows we usually get out of the silo. We got corn silage out of the silo for this morning's feeding instead of this afternoon, so we're doing the opposite, which is no big deal as long as you get a feeding out of each day, because if you don't feed out of the silo and you don't feed out of the bag, it'll spoil and get hot, and you don't want that because it's too good to feed the waste. Feed is all mixed. We'll run that out after milking here. I'm not milking this afternoon, so Pap's gonna be coming here and we're gonna go up to the neighbors. He's combining his wheat today since it's really nice out. It's perfect wheat weather and the straw should be dry. We're gonna get 20 bales off of them this year like we did last year, and we already got 7 of them, so we just need 13 more. So once he comes, I'll go along with him and take the during along up. Realized the tractor could use some diesel, so we're gonna throw some in here. So we got 9 bales made. We broke a belt, so Pap and I brought her down, put a belt on, and he went back to the bale because I had calves to feed. And he come back early. I thought, well, that's not good, something's wrong. Certainly should have took longer than that to bale. So he said it's making a noise, and I think there's a bearing out somewhere. And this roll here is not anymore, but it was extremely hot. So I noticed whenever that belt broke, I was riding along, it was making a funny noise like right when that belt broke. So I don't know if the bearing went out whenever that happened or what, but you see what I see? That belt there should not be wrapped around like that. There's an old piece of belt that was up in there, so it made the rattling noise, so at least it's not a bearing. Got them bales this morning, and Dad's working on putting them in the barn here. We're gonna pull this tractor out, and we have 7 bales that we put in the shed here, and we're gonna put them in the barn as well. We didn't have the New Holland down here at the time. We like to use it because it's a bit lighter than the Gale skid loader for going in the barn like that. Hey guys, it is Wednesday, July 6th, 2022. Today here, we're just doing some odd jobs. My dad was up at the heifer farm with the skid loader just pushing off where we're gonna build a new fence up there. You remember a couple videos back, we started building there, and it was all growed up out the road, and he was just pushing it off. We didn't get to build any fence yet, but that'll probably be sometime here this week. Pap was clipping off pastures with the tractor and disc spine, just pastures that the cows are in. And once the grass gets high and whenever it's dead like that, the cows can really reach down in to get good stuff, so we just mow it off. And then you get a good stand of grass there for the cows to eat. I was doing some spraying with the 4-wheeler up at the heifer farm. I was gonna do some more at home here this afternoon, but see, it's looking like rain. My phone is forecasting rain here in a couple minutes, but the storms have been going around us, so we'll see if we get any rain. If it clears off, I'll go ahead and go spray, but I don't want to spray before the rain because it has to be like so long between the spraying and whenever you get rain, or else the sprayer will not work, so it's kind of worthless to go spray before rain. Now that I don't have too much to do, I want to talk about this 870 a little bit. So I've got quite a few comments on this tractor. This is a JI Case Agri King 870. Not sure how many horse it's rated at, but I'd imagine it's probably the original engine in it. This tractor does not get used very much anymore, as you can see. You can see why. It's got some oil leaks. Now that's not gonna be too hard of a fix. Just gotta tear all this stuff off here someday. You get time to fix them oil leaks. It's still a good tractor. We just don't use it because it doesn't have a cab. All of our other tractors have air conditioning, and most of them work besides the 2290. We just have this New Holland 615 rotary mower. It's got these things just like the disc spine got, but it doesn't have rolls or anything in the back, so it just cuts it off and lets it lay. And it's on 3-point hitch, so it folds down like that and then folds back up. It's pretty nice for mowing around fences. My dad does a lot of the mowing. Got some dings and dents here, but I think when we got it, it was pretty beat up. Would be a nice tractor to restore someday. I seen a 970 that was restored, and that thing looked really sharp. Yeah, everybody wants to see more of this tractor, so if we get these oil leaks fixed, maybe we'll put it on the hay rake or something. But yeah, we had it on the hay tedder last year, and the 2090 was broke down. We had the 2290 on the mixer, one less hay making tractor, so we used it. Now it does fine for little jobs like that, but running this by and that's pushing it a little bit. We can do it, and we have in the past. But yeah, it's a good old tractor. It was not bought new. Like I said, it was, I don't know how many years ago my great uncle had purchased this. He actually had a 530 case, and he got rid of it, got this 870, and he also had a 770 Agri King that he bought new. Now Marvin, that fixes our power takeoffs and rebuilt the 2294, he actually has that right now. We didn't need it with 5 other tractors, so that's not a good sound. Doesn't look like I'm gonna be doing any spraying. That's gonna be it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you guys enjoyed a little bit about this 870 here. Still a good old girl, but she doesn't get used very much anymore. Remember to smash those like and subscribe buttons down below, and I really appreciate you guys watching the videos. I actually had some videos get taken down due to child safety reasons, and evidently YouTube didn't think I was old enough to be running a tractor. And it was like 2 years ago. Now, when I put these videos up on YouTube, I like to get views, but I don't really care so much about the views as, you know, I can look back and see, yeah, that was us 2 years ago doing that. It's a lot of memories here that I want to put it on YouTube. That way I have it for years down the road. You know, I can look back and see how things progressed and stuff like that. But